So now we are moving to the next topic, one of the important topics, that is diode as a rectifier. Okay, so diode has various applications and diode can be used in the form of a rectifier. Now what is this rectifier? Rectifier means it is a device which converts alternating current, you know that AC, okay, alternating current or voltage to direct current or voltage. Clear? A device which converts alternating current or voltage to direct current or voltage is known as a rectifier, and a diode can be used in the form of a rectifier. Clear? Now this phenomenon or this process by which alternating current or voltage is converted to direct current or voltage is known as rectification. So what is rectification? It is the process by which alternating current or voltage is converted to direct current or voltage. Understood? Now, on what principle does a diode work as a rectifier? So you should be aware of the principle. That is, we already told that when a diode can be biased in two ways, that is forward bias and reverse bias. So only in forward bias the current conducts or the conduction is happening, right? And in reverse bias the conduction or the flow of current is very less. So you can say that if the current is flowing in forward bias means it offers a low resistance path, isn't it? Because of the low resistance path the flow of current is happening there, and in reverse bias it is offering a high resistance path. Okay, in reverse bias it is offering a high resistance path. That means a junction diode conducts current when it is in forward bias and it does not conduct when it is in reverse bias. And actually this feature of the junction diode enables it to work or to use as a rectifier. Understood? That is, in forward bias it conducts or it allows the flow of current. In reverse bias it does not conduct current, and this is the principle used for working diode in the form of a rectifier. Clear? Now there are two ways of using a diode as a rectifier. Okay, listen carefully. The first one is diode in the form of half wave rectifier. And the second is diode in the form of full wave rectifier. Okay, half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. So first we will discuss diode as a half wave rectifier. What is a half wave rectifier? Means a rectifier which rectifies only one half of the AC cycle. Understood? A rectifier which rectifies only one half of the AC cycle. This is known as half wave rectifier. Okay, half wave rectifier means a rectifier which rectifies only one half of the AC cycle. Okay, so first we will discuss the circuit details with the help of circuit diagram. So for that, this is the circuit diagram for a half wave rectifier. Okay, so this may be new for you because you haven't studied this one. This is actually a transformer. A transformer consists of two coils, that is the primary coil and the secondary coil. You will study it in detail in the chapter electromagnetic induction. Okay, so here this transformer consists of a primary coil and a secondary coil, and the AC, here we want to rectify AC, isn't it? That is, we have to convert AC to DC. For AC, the wave representation is like this. If you are sending an AC or alternating current or alternating voltage, it will be like sine waves, okay, in both directions. There is a positive cycle as well as a negative cycle. Positive cycle, negative cycle. Okay, now what is DC? DC means actually we will draw a straight line like this, only straight current, only in one direction. And here what we are doing is we are converting this AC to DC, and in half wave rectifier, if this is one cycle, only half of this cycle is rectified. Understood? Half of the cycle is rectified. This portion we are not getting. Again here we are getting this half. So in this way we are getting the output for a half wave rectifier. Understood? Only one half of the AC cycle is rectified. Understood? Now here the AC that we want to rectify is connected to the primary of the transformer. So this is the representation for AC, and AC is given to the primary of the rectifier. Sorry, primary of the transformer. Okay. Now here induction, because of induction you will study it in detail in the device transformer, but because of induction what will happen? The secondary transformer will be induced. Okay, that means an induced AC voltage will develop across the secondary, and actually it is applied to the diode. Okay, let the diode be D. So it is applied to the diode. So during the first cycle, that means when an AC wave is allowed to enter into this particular transformer, this positive half cycle is entering. Okay, positive half cycle as well as negative is there for AC. So positive half cycle is entering. At that time, the positive will be connected to the positive of the battery, means positive of the diode, as well as negative will be negative with respect to this point. Okay, let the points be A and B. Clear? So here what will happen? During the half cycles of AC, when the P region of the diode is positive with respect to N region, then A is positive with respect to B. So in such a condition we will say that the diode is forward biased. So hence the diode conducts current, and the current flows through the RL. This is a load resistance used to measure the output. So the current flows through RL. Okay, and during the half cycles when A is negative with respect to B, what will happen? Yes, this is in reverse biased condition. That means here it is negative is connected to positive of the diode, and positive is connected to negative of the diode. In such a case, it will not conduct. Understood? So we can see that the output across RL is unidirectional, and it will be like this. In between we are not getting, because it is in reverse bias. Only the forward bias regions we are getting. So this is half wave rectifier, but the efficiency of the half wave rectifier is very low. So in such a case, full wave rectifier was introduced. Understood? So in a half wave rectifier we have only one diode, and it consists of a transformer, and the primary of the transformer is connected to the AC source which is to be rectified. Then the secondary is connected to a diode along with the output resistance RL, load resistance. Understood? Now during the half cycles of AC, when the P region of the diode is positive with respect to the N region, that is A is positive with respect to B, the diode is forward biased. Hence the diode conducts current, and the current flows through the load RL downwards. Clear? During the half cycles when A is positive with respect to B, as I told, forward bias will happen, but if A is negative with respect to B, it is in reverse bias and no current flows through the circuit. So no voltage is produced across R. Okay, here we are taking the output or measuring the output across RL. As we see that the output across the RL is unidirectional and it will be like this. Understood? But the efficiency of the half wave rectifier is low, so we are moving to the full wave rectifier. Now we will discuss full wave rectifier. So a rectifier which rectifies both halves of the AC cycle is called a full wave rectifier. Okay, so if this is the AC wave that we are sending through the primary, and the final output that we are getting for a full wave rectifier is like this, so it will be completely, both cycles are rectified like this, which will be in one direction and it is pulsating also. Understood? Now what about the circuit details? When we compare the circuit with the first one, that is the half wave rectifier, here you can see that in addition to this, one more diode is added, isn't it? So two diodes are there, that is D1 and D2. Okay, then this type of connection or this type of rectifier is known as center tap full wave rectifier. Center tap full wave rectifier. Okay, center tap full wave rectifier. Clear? Now here, why? Because here these are the two diodes, then the output can be measured with the help of a load resistance. Now this is in connection with the secondary transformer. This way of arranging is known as center tap transformers. Center tap full wave rectifiers. Okay. So what we are doing here, the AC which is to be rectified is fed across the primary coil of the transformer. So the P regions, here there are two P regions, that means the positive region here and negative here. So the positive regions of the diodes are connected to the ends, this one A and B, the ends A and B. Okay, that is the secondary of this transformer. Now the N regions, you can see they are connected together. The center tap, that is, you can name it as O, the center tap O of the secondary is connected to the junction of the N regions of diodes through a load resistance RL. So connection is clear for you. Once again, the AC to be rectified is fed across the primary of the transformer, and the P regions, that means these two regions of the diodes are connected to the ends connected to the ends A and B of the center tapped secondary of the transformer. Then here the N region, that is the negatives and negatives of D1 and D2 are connected together. Then the center tap O of the secondary is connected to the junction of the N regions of the diodes through a load resistance R. Okay, so this is our connection. Now what about the working? So as I told, this is the diagrammatic representation for an AC wave, and after entering into the full wave rectifier you will get the output like this. It is unidirectional but it is pulsating, right? So here during the half cycle of AC input, when the diode D1 is forward biased, a current I flows in the circuit. Understood? So how will it flow? Yes, it will flow like this, that is A, then D1, okay, then A D1, that is like this, that is A D1, then come here, it is A1 A2 and finally OA. Understood? So this is the path through which the current flows. So during this time, that is when the diode D1 is forward biased, diode D2 is reverse biased. So it does not conduct the electric current. Okay. Now the next half cycle, that is the next half when it enters, the diode D2 is forward biased and D1 is reverse biased. Hence D2 conducts current in that direction. That is how it will conduct like this. It is V D2, then A2 A1, okay, then A2 A1, then coming here is O and B. Understood? B D2, then A2 A1, sorry, B D2 A1 A2, okay, A1 A2, B D2 A1 A2, then O and B. Understood? So this is the path through which the current conduction is possible. So in subsequent half cycles of the AC input, the above process are repeated again and again. So in both half cycles of AC, it is clear that the current flows through RL only in one direction, isn't it? That is from A1 to A2. The DC output is obtained across the load RL. Even though the voltage across RL is unidirectional, you can see it is pulsating. We are getting an output like this. So it is unidirectional, but it is pulsating, and it can be made smooth using filter circuits. Understood? Using filter circuit. So filter circuit you will study in the chapter AC. Okay, there we will discuss how can we convert a pulsating circuit to a steady circuit like this. For that we will use the combination of capacitor, inductor, etc. that we will discuss in that chapter. Understood? So this is a full wave rectifier. So full wave rectifier consists of two diodes, in which when the AC cycle is entered into this, first this D1 will be forward biased and D2 will be reverse biased. At that time conduction is possible. So the current formed is like this. It will flow like this. That is A D1, then A1, then A2 and OA. Understood? Now the second case, this one is reverse biased and this is forward biased. So the direction will be B D2, then A1, A2, O and B. Clear? So that's all about full wave rectifier. So in the real case we can do like this. If you are making a circuit like this, okay, that is diode can be used for this purpose. So this diode has various applications. So in the next class we'll study the different types of PN junction diodes. Understood? So today we have discussed the VI characteristics, like forward bias characteristic and reverse bias characteristic, and the second one is the use of diode in the form of a rectifier, which includes half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Okay, so read the text, study properly and try to prepare notes also. Okay, thank you.